Good evening, church. God bless each and every one of you. I just want to share an urgent message that God has in store tonight. It is a vision that He showed me today while I was at work. This vision, this picture that He revealed to me, that He showed me, that He bestowed upon me, was a vision that was amazing, but yet so devastating, so heartbreaking. And so while I'm at work, I'm working, I'm focused, I'm concentrating, I'm doing my job, I'm doing what was required for me to do. But then God just steps in to my mind and steps into my life and steps into what I am doing, and He interrupts, not in a bad way, but in a good way, because I believe that He's trying to show this world exactly what He is seeing, what He is looking at, and what this world is doing. And so in this vision that He is revealing to me, I see myself going up to the sky. I see myself breaking through clouds. And as I'm going up in the sky, as I'm floating into the atmosphere, as I'm breaking through the clouds, I see myself looking down on earth. I see myself looking down at the world. And it was so clear as crystal, like so much high definition, so much color, so much, it was like a sharp, I don't know how to explain it, the picture, the vision, the way it looked. I mean, it was so clear, way beyond in 3D or 4D and 5D, beyond any of high definition, beyond any of that stuff. It was so clear. And I'm looking down on earth, and I notice God's right beside me. And He's showing me, and He tells me, look down. And as I look down, I see the clouds breaking, like God was breaking the clouds, separating them from each other. And as I'm looking down, then I start to notice that I was looking through the eyes of God. And God was revealing this to me. And He was showing me this. As I'm looking down on the earth, and like I said, it's so clear. So clear. I don't know how I could even see all these people, but it's because God can see everything. Nothing's hidden from Him. And so I'm looking down on the earth. I see this person in his living room watching TV, eating a bowl of noodles. And God showed me that. I'm like, why do I see this image? Why am I seeing this vision? And God clearly spoke to me and said, this man is living for entertainment. He finds his fulfillment in entertainment. And I understood that. And then He takes me to another man. And I'm looking down and I see him real lustful, ready to be with a young girl through sex trafficking. And I'm seeing this and I'm like, oh my Lord, he is waiting to sleep with a young girl. And God revealed to me, this is sex trafficking. This is for pleasure. This is for lust. And then He shows me a woman, and she's looking at herself in the mirror. And God was revealing to me that this woman was all about fashion, all about her appearance. And as I'm looking, then God starts showing me all other cultures, different people, men, women, children. I'm just looking down on earth, and He's showing me different people, showing me the things that they're doing, showing me the way they live, their lifestyle. And it was real devastating. It broke my heart. Because as God has shown me these things, as I'm seeing people's lives, their way they live, their routines. Some live for pleasure. Some live for lust. Some live for entertainment. Some live for money. Some live for appearance. Some live for drugs. Some live for addictions. Some live for shame. He was showing me all these people that are his children, their lives, how they were living, the things that we're doing at that time and at that moment. And he was revealing to me, this is what he sees every day, 24/7. He sees everything. He sees everyone and what they're doing, how they're living, what steps they're taking, what they're feeding themselves, what they're looking at, how they're acting, how's their behaviors, their actions, their lifestyles. He's looking at all these things, and he's showing me this as I'm floating in the sky, in the air, looking down at earth, and he's right beside me, and I'm looking through his eyes. And then he revealed to me these people, that a lot of them, they didn't even acknowledge God. They didn't even look up to him. They didn't even pray to him. Because a lot of them were caught up in their own self-ambitions, and their own pleasure, and their own lust, and their own goals, and their own future, and their own self-desires. He was showing me this. And people don't even talk to him, don't even pray to him, don't even acknowledge that he exists, don't even acknowledge that he is there. People are so selfish, drawn to themselves. And he was showing me these things, how we could be selfish at times when we put entertainment before him, when we put addictions before him, when we put food before him, when we put lust before him, when we put pleasure before him, when we put all these things before him. He sees it all, and he's looking down. And I felt his pain. I felt his hurt. And he's looking and waiting to see who will seek him, who will talk to him. And he showed me this today while I was at work in daytime. And it broke my heart to see what God sees, to see how people hurt, how people are lost, how people are so caught up in themselves, or how people are betraying others, or how people are taking advantage of others, or how people are just living for themselves. He was showing me this and revealing this to me. And it broke my heart, because I can only imagine if he looks down on me, what am I doing? Am I putting him first? Am I talking to him? Am I truly seeking him? That's what he's looking at. He's looking at the world, and he's looking at each and every one of us to see who would talk to him, who would want a relationship with him. And right now, this world, many people in this world is not seeking him. It's not acknowledging him. And it's not looking up to the heavens for him. Because this world is caught up in their own desires, in their own flesh. God revealed that to me today. And so I asked the Lord, I said, Lord, give me your word so that people could truly understand what this vision truly means. And so he took me to Psalms chapter 53, verse 2. And this is God. And this is what God says. God looks down from heaven on the children of men to see if there are any who understand, who seek after God. God is telling us, church, we need to start seeking him, because he's looking down at us. He's looking down from heaven, and he's looking at us as his children, and he's saying, is there any who understand, who want to acknowledge him? Is there any that seeks after him? God bless you, church. And please look up to the heavens. Talk to your Father, because he is ready to hear you. He is ready to hear you. God bless you, church.